Nolan, as far as helping you guys. This is your community, and as things go on, you guys protect each other. You guys watch over each other's house, and you guys know your special needs inside the community. And we want to help you guys develop that and help you guys be prepared for whatever comes, whether it's a fire, a flood, or our emergency incident, or a snowstorm. We want you guys to be prepared. All right, with that, I'll just give it back.
And my name is Bill Morris. I'm one of the incident public information officers here with the team. So I'd like to introduce my boss, our incident commander, Dave Bales. Thank you. Good evening. Again, my name is Dave Bales. I'm the incident commander for Southwest Area Team 4. We were brought in to assist with the Hilltop Fire from the San Carlos Agency BIA. The fire started on June 25th by down here in the bottom half of the fire. And you can see just on the San Carlos north of the Hilltop Lookout, if any of you are familiar with that area. It started right down in here on the 25th. They put in what we call a Type 3 team to come in and try and pick it up. As you guys know, that time of year it's pretty hot and dry. Weather, it's not monsoon season yet. We'll talk about some weather patterns, but as they were trying to pick it up, the main days to look at are this big run, and we have progression maps along the wall for you to look at. But you'll see these two big runs on July 1st and 2nd. On July 1st, we made a big run on them on that Type 3 team. Things that it just, with the weather, the fuel, it pushed and it put that big smoke column as it pushed towards the Salt River and to the Black River crossing. Put all that smoke out over your folks over here at Canyon Day, Cedar Creek, White River. And so at that time, the folks got together and said, we probably need a bigger organization. That's when they call the team, call in the Type 2 team here. We respond. We're mostly from the Southwest, so we got here around on the 2nd that evening. We briefed down in San Carlos. And the first thing we looked at that day, it made a run up to about here. And the first thing we thought was, well, if it crosses that Salt River, where's it going? That's what we got to look at, is where's it going, where's the fuel? And on a bigger map, we would be able to see on some of the maps around, right out across the Salt River, in a few miles, you have Canyon Day and Cedar Creek. So when my team came in, there's a lot of folks down here already engaged, already fighting the fire. And that's what the team does, is we come in and we support those firefighters. Support them with food, shelter, make sure they're getting paid, get everything they need medically, all that kind of stuff. So these folks already had a camp set up right here. My team decided the best thing we could do is support them there, but we needed to break up. And so our team split in half, and we came up here into Canyon Day, worked with your folks, and then set up another camp and started looking at options. Where can we pick that fire up? What can we do the safest and effective way to keep fire out of your community if and when it were to cross the Salt River? So that's when you saw us come in. We appreciate it. I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank your families. Thank the communities. When we come in pretty big. We come in, needing a place to stay, a place to sleep, and a place to feed our folks that we're going to bring in. And we didn't have that. We had it down here. So it's a 3-hour drive around for our folks. So we couldn't support this side. So we decided to put in a big base camp over here. So with the help of your community leaders, we were able to do that. We really appreciate that. We brought in around 300-400 folks to this side. And I won't get into too much of the operations. I'll let my operations chief, Jeremy Nelson, talk about that. But really put in some good work to get that fire work to cross the Salt River. What happened with us once we got here, it was around July 1st, July 4th, typical monsoon season for the Southwest, right? We went from this hot, dry, in this drought mode. Also, last our changes. Our just started kind of weather, humidity's coming up, little cloud cover, little moisture area. So the fire decided really not to move much further, other than maybe a little bit to the side. And you can see that really well on some of these other maps. But so it's easy for us to kind of, but we still wanted to protect these communities. We still had to get out there, treat fuels, put in fire breaks, look at your phones, and say, what is the best that we can do protect this community, because it was still, as of today, the fire is actively getting moisture. That's a good sign, finally, right? And a deep breath of fresh air. When that happens, we tend to leave. So that's what tonight's about. Tonight, give you the most information we have. You know, it's been a pleasure being here. I'm sure we'll talk more, and Jeremy can tell you what's happened over the last week. But we've been here. There's been a lot of good work out there. A lot of folks from all over this country have come in and assist, and primarily a lot of your own folks. We've had folks here from the Fort Apache helicopter help out, Fort Apache crews. All the firefighters here have been engaged in this from the get-go. And I want to commend those folks, because it's been a long haul for them. And they're just now starting to get that break with the weather, as is everyone else. So I want to thank you again. I'll let Jeremy come up and kind of get into a little more of the particulars of what they did and accomplished out there to keep it on this side of the salt, and what treatment they took on the north side here to protect your homes. And if there's anything else, a few of us will be around. The one chart I want you to look at the end of this, although, is this one in the middle. Jeremy's walking in front of it now. That chart there is a weather chart. So when we got here, it's a week-long projection of weather, temperature, wind cover, lightning activity level, minimum humidities. It was all red when we got here. As we leave, it's pretty much all green, except for the temperatures, a little higher up in the high end in the 90s, mid-90s or so. So a lot of things have changed. The weather is a great thing this time of year. Monsoons, we all pray for it. It's a wonderful thing that we know that monsoonal moisture will be here set in for the next month or so. So with that, Jeremy, you want to come up and introduce yourself? And he'll walk you through the actual what the firefighters have been doing on the ground, through his leadership and the leadership on both sides of the river camp. So, thank you, Jeremy.
Hey, good evening. Thank you. I'm Jeremy Keelan. I'm one of the officers on the team. As Dave said, we've been split into two groups. And so I'm blocking my own map or something here. But I'm going to talk first about what we have done here north of the Salt River, north of the Black River, on Red Mountain and Apache tribal land. So your agencies had a great plan. Both Tribal Forestry and Fort Apache Fire Management had a great plan for the team when we came in. And we didn't change that. We liked what they had. It looked very like they had a great chance of being successful, even if the fire did come across the river. And so that's what we worked with. So you'll see this road system. This is, you guys call it Buzzard Hole, I believe. Kind of a local name right here. And then you've got the White River crossing and the Black River crossing. So this road system that circles around here is the road system that was identified by your folks and given to us as a great opportunity to be successful and a good place to try to stop the fire if it came north of the river. So your folks were already engaged. Logan Lawson and Jerry and Marlin were leading a group of folks out there and getting a lot of good work done. And so we jumped in to assist them. They've been here with us through the duration and helping us with the leadership out there. And so that's what's been happening on this road system. We've been removing the fuel, prepping those lines, making the road wider in the sense that the vegetation was cleared away from it, not making the road bed wider, but just getting the vegetation wider so the fire came there. We were prepared to burn that out and defend that line. And so that's mostly completed. There's some work down here that your agencies here have plans to finish, working down toward Buzzard Hole and towards the Black River crossing up here, Salt River crossing. And so a lot of great work, and that's where we focused our efforts here north of the river, and the firefighters that you've seen embedded in your communities. This is where they've been going every day and what they've been doing. So I want to thank them. A lot of great efforts there. Down here on the fire itself, so what we call branch 2. We branched, right? We split into two pieces. So branch 2 had the fire, and they had, I think at the height, somewhere a little over 600 folks down there, a lot of folks down there supporting those operations. Dave mentioned today that we got some moisture on the fire finally. They've been telling us for multiple days that it was coming. We got moisture. These guys they left a couple hours ago. They got rain and hail, a really, really powerful thunderstorm there on your lands, which is good news. And also, this east side of the fire right here got really significant rain, and those folks made it back to camp safely. But a lot of good moisture there, some minor flash flooding, things like that, just to give you an idea how much rain they got. So some significant precip today on the east side of the fire, and also some over here on this northwest. So, yeah, a lot of good work. We're finishing things up. We've been, the lines are in, they're pressed. We use road systems here, just like we did on the north end. This is actually kind of follows the road right here, and then the road breaks away from the fire's edge. But a lot of good work, a lot of hard work down there the last 10, 11 days, and prior to us getting here. So if this fire, sometimes the monsoons come in and then they leave again, right, or it dries out for a period of time. One thing you guys should feel secure about is you've got a great, what we call a catcher's mitt. You've got a great place to stop it if, by some chance, which would be a very low chance, it came across the river, or even if this got active on the San Carlos side, they've got, that agency down there has a great catcher's mitt and a lot of good options as far as containing that spread down there. So I just wanted to say thank you. I have a lot of good friends in this community. I've been here multiple times on fires and just a lot of good friends. It's always nice to see them, both on fires and off. And I just want to thank the communities for allowing us to come in here and make this our home for the last couple of weeks and so welcoming. There's a bunch of little kids last night waving at us. And we were all talking about it after dinner, how cute those kids were waving at us, and our hearts went out to them. So thank you.
Our White Apache Tribal Public Information Officer, Glendina Gatewood, is going to get up and give us some little bit of interpretation, translation in Apache of what's been going on.
I think some customers kai na when profession in Costa Rana State, but Kelsey, we call that state, Kona Town, ya, we generate people. I see the body who are sick or you down, but I say, Nila, you down, you generate. And I see totally even holding long has there, you hit me in Hatagola, and I said there, the Banaristoki, Kodishki, Yahati, see how the generation going June 25, not the yard, like Ohio, and at these, that's so give me for you, not that one us ministers to have the Haraka, that I didn't eat that. The coin, the Tohara Sana, Yara, no, he needs it out. A cool star or Zahatehonia, our Tibita, you generate it. No, he needs it out, says the guy to Ande, he needs it out, come what you. I need a day, catcher's net, indeed. A bottom of thing, not so daily, you hand a ticket, it is get real, catcher's net, baseball, not so day, the AA ni te so ha tell hayo the gada la e bon link ba se di ko ya na se di ko ni kenere isi klan ha ti si dai ni di so ki dai ni di ko in ten del try nation de na ta di ko na go ku te lo of e da se je get el I tell them ko ina de na ya le yo the became no part of the city was not caught. I had El Hariri Lassa. There's young before you generate the Goya. The aid to have own key because it didn't have Taco or Catala. Yea, to leave Spahion that is the Goya. Cannot see here. It is like because it's the A and that's that are the Hadiko A. The generation going down, a cannot speak on the Kero, the Yay, in the store of Sico, like says to Kyonyala, Yay, Cosidel, the generation Lakari, our Sico Edoha hired the standard land test, which is still not I 我是我的 JC。